What's up, guys? My name's Stu. Today we're talking about the Maelstrom Quantum Torpedo nerf. Also, I think I have COVID again. I just hope it's not long-form COVID again. That crap sucks. Anyway, okay, the Maelstrom Quantum Torpedo. So that thing got a bit of a nerf. In the latest patch, Cryptic has decided to change up how the Quantum Maelstrom Torpedo works. Instead of having a longer cooldown, they have shortened its charge-up time. So instead of 30 seconds to get to 3 stacks, it only takes up to 15 seconds to get to the full 3 stacks. But they have, in turn, halved its damage. So it charges up twice as fast, but it only does half the damage. The upside to this nerf is that the total DPS amount of this torpedo is still pretty much the same in most cases. It doesn't hit as hard, but it does hit more frequently, so it evens out pretty well. Or at least it does on paper. Now, the claim that the DPS is pretty much the same, that seems to be true. I know Spencer tested that out himself while on a live stream. I was in there for part of that, and yeah, the DPS seems to be pretty even on most counts. The thing that sucks about this nerf is that, and why we're calling it a nerf, is because it really hurts what we call the spike damage of this torpedo. Also, if you're wondering why I'm holding my microphone, a boom arm broke. What spike damage is when you can put out a single hit that does massive amounts of damage that causes your DPS to literally spike, much like how you can see on this chart. You can see right here, this green and blue line right here, both of these, that is 2 people using the Maelstrom Quantum Torpedo. In certain elite level TFOs, with teammates using the right sort of builds, mainly support builds, you can push those DPS spikes to push your DPS even higher than it normally would be. But with the maximum one hits of the Maelstrom Quantum Torpedo being half of what they once were, that strategy isn't nearly as effective as it used to be. I should probably close that window because of all the light it's letting in, but if I close it, it's going to get way too warm in here. The thing that really bugs me about this nerf is that it kind of defeats the whole purpose of what the Maelstrom Torpedo was meant to be, because the Maelstrom Torpedo was designed to be a torpedo that was meant to bring back the original intention of torpedoes. Back when Star Trek Online was originally in development, torpedoes were originally meant to be this thing that you kind of held off on using. You know, when they didn't intend you to normally spam them like you can nowadays, but back then they wanted you to use them more strategically. And the Maelstrom torpedoes were a way to try to get back into that mindset. But by making this nerf and making the charge time of these half of what they were, it makes it easier to spam these torpedoes. So it kind of completely ruins the purpose of the whole tactical thinking that they were wanting you to go with this type of torpedo. Now, those of you who normally stick to the advanced or even the normal TFOs, you probably don't care about this change, or in fact, you're probably even celebrating this change because you get to use the Maelstrom Torpedo that much more often. But this change definitely hurts this torpedo's performance on the elite level, which seems kind of dumb to me considering that they just introduced a bunch of consoles that can only be obtained by playing elite level TFOs, so I would think they'd want to further encourage you to play those elites rather than nerfing this thing that's been proving to be very helpful in said elite TFOs. Now, in Cryptic's defense, they did say when these Maelstrom torpedoes were launched, back on the live stream, they did say that they were still kind of experimental, they were still kind of toying with them, that things were very much possible to change on how they work, and we're clearly seeing an example of that now. So, yeah, don't be that surprised that this is happening, because they literally said it was possible that it would happen. So yeah, in summary, the Maelstrom torpedoes have been, well, reworked, but we're calling it a nerf because of how it's affected their performance in elite level TFOs. I don't like it. I know several of the other high-end DPSers don't like it either. Let me know what you guys think about it. Do you like the change? Do you not like the change? Do you not care at all because, you know, this is a torpedo that is currently exclusive to a legendary bundle and you can't even afford it in the first place? Let me know down in the comments down below. Some other news before I wrap up. I unlocked the Hysperion Intel Battlecruiser today. I am working on a build. It's mostly complete. I'm just working on upgrading a few things on it. But yeah, hopefully I'll have a build video for that soon. Probably going to be later than soon with how crappy I feel, so that'll happen eventually. I'll put up a poll for whether or not I should do an update to the must-haves from the Low-Buy store. I've been debating on that mostly because the Low-Buy store hasn't really had much updated to it, but most of you seemed to be more interested in an update. So yeah, that's probably going to happen in the future. Like, I wanted to say near future, but like I said, with how crappy I feel, that'll get done when it gets done. Let's see what else. Oh, Star Trek Online just announced that the Martian mining laser, the Temporal Hat kit module, and the Ryzian luxury cruiser are all coming to Mud's Market. That'll be happening on PC on June 20th. It's Mud's Market though, so who really cares? None of those items are going to be worth Mud's Market prices, trust me. So yeah, sorry about this being a pretty low-key video, but I'm just not feeling up to doing more than this. But I really wanted to get a video out because it's been more than a few days since I had the last one up, and I didn't want to go too long without uploading. So yeah, now you know what's going on, now you know what's coming up, and now you know that I feel like I'm about to cough up a lung, which has been great for me. So yeah, do the usual things down below to support the channel. I really do appreciate it. If you're ever on the Epic Game Store, be sure to use my creator code. Either way, thank you so much for watching. My name's Stu, and I'm gonna go back to bed now.